Welcome you all for the today's session on software oriented architecture. In today's session, we are going to say about the introduction, about SOA, the principles of SOA, why to use SOA, the characteristics and the service oriented architecture working and the advantage and disadvantages. So generally SOA is nothing but it is a service oriented architecture. So consider an organization. It divides the application into multiple independent tasks instead of creating one huge application. So specifically, the each and every business has its own capability, including billing, identity management, analytics, inventory, and much more. For example, if you're a software developer, so if you're going to write a code for each and everything, means for example billing separately, for identity management separately, for analytics, inventory, means it will take more time. Okay, more time to complete the process. So for example, for that thing, the entire thing is combined together with the help of a service oriented architecture. So for example, in a college management system, so where you can able to view your attendance details. You are going to use these as LMS. Then you're going to buy a book or take a book from the library. Then you're going to see your CGPA, that is grades. Okay, so everything according to that. So here the authentication plays a vital role here. So that authentication, the username and password is given to you all. So based on that username and password, you're going to log in to your system and you're going to access all those services. So these thing is called as in the service oriented architecture. So the definition of SOA is nothing but it is a method of software development that uses software components called services to create the business applications. So it is a software development approach where the applications are built using the reusable services. So it is nothing but in an MNC company. So what it will do, the software developer will not going to create and separate business applications. They are going to reuse the already existing applications with the help of an SOA. So each service performs a specific business functions. So it is going to reduce, why we are using this SOA means it is going to reduce the development time, and it is going to improve the efficiency of a system. The main advantage of SOA is service reuse. You can take an example of college management system. So many modules requires the student login details. For example, if you're going to student portal, then library system, attendance system, examination portal. For each and everything, if the software developer is want to create an application, means it will take more time. So for that, so everything is combined together, it is called as an authentication service. So this it allows, the SOA allows the multiple existing services to work together to build a complete application. So it is a set of design principles that structure system development. So instead of developing uh, everything from scratch, developers will combine the already available services. Now let's see what are the principles of SOA. The first one will be your interoperability. So interoperability is nothing but it is a different services can communicate with each other even if they are built in a different technologies. For example, if a one service that is written in Java, the another one it is written in C Sharp, the another one is Python, but still they all can work together by communicating each other. Okay, so the next one will be a loose coupling. So loose coupling is nothing but the services should not depend heavily on one another. So it makes the maintenance easier. If one service is modified, the other service should continue working without any problem. So that is called loose coupling. The third one will be your abstraction. So abstraction is nothing but it is the implementation data is hidden from the user. So that is called the abstraction. Granularity. So granularity is nothing but the each and every service should perform only one specific business functions. For example, login services, payment services, then email services. In the login service, you are able to only log in to the particular system. In an email service, You can able to view the inbox mails. You're going to able to send, you're going to compose the mail, you can able to send what are the sent mails, etc. Then payment service means you're going to pay only at the time you're going to pay to someone. Okay, so the next one will be why to use SOA. So SOA, it is respond quickly to market changes. Then here it is going to hide the implementation details. It is going to integrate with customers, suppliers and partners. It is work across different hardware and software platforms. So that's why all the companies are using this service oriented architecture. Next, we will see the major roles within the SOA. The first one will be a service provider. Service provider is nothing but the developer and maintain the services. So that is called service provider. So most probably the cloud providing company is the best example for the service provider. Example, Microsoft Azure, Amazon, Google App Engine. Service consumer is nothing but it search for the required service and uses its application. The next one will be a service registry. Service registry is nothing but it can act as a directory. It is going to store all the informations about all the services. For the example, we are going to search in the Google searching. Google searching is the best example for the service registry. Next, these were the building blocks of your SOA. So which includes service, service implementation, service contract and then service interfaces. So service providers, service registry. Then for example, SOA web services. So SOA web services is nothing but the system service available over the internet is called the SOA web services. So for the SOA web services, we are going to use multiple communication protocols. For example, SOAP, REST, Apache Thrift, Apache ActiveMQ and JMS. So most probably the SOAP it is used for enterprise application, REST is used for web services. So these two are the common communication protocols used in software oriented architecture. So the benefits of SOA are faster time to market, efficient maintenance, greater adaptability. The disadvantages, there will be high overhead, high investment is required, complex service management. So the practical applications, it is most probably used in improve healthcare delivery and GPS functions and maintain the museums. So these are the references of this today's session. Thank you for